What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today what I'm going to be talking about is a new track, comparing it to the old track and kind of just going over this news post. Really quickly though, I hope you guys see my LED lights up here. I really like them. I hope you do too. I'll be setting up more just to go all the way around the room, but for right now, this is all we have. So right now, let's just quickly go over the new news post in 2-speed. I'm not going to add any commentary, I'm just going to read it. And so yeah, if you want to skip, just look at the timestamps. If you're a free player, you're probably tired of listening to your nice gold friends talk about racing on the new track. You're wondering, well, looking for everyone to race on, Well, for the past month, we've been working hard on tweaking the new track to perform better on machines, in addition to resolving random issues here and there. If you're interested, see previous blog posts. But today's everyone's lucky day, because all new players are now invited to the new track test site, the https://test.nation.com, now open to all players. Be sure to leave your feedback and vote reports on the forum on the site. Please only report track-related issues or /feedback. Can't wait to hear what you think. The only new Nitro racetrack features are new track design with higher detail graphics, new animations, for the first time ever some 3D elements, a really original dynamic crowd, particle effects, and an enlarged play area that will soon respond to the size of your screen. Also, be on the lookout for an animated Wampus exclusive to the new track. In the feature, this track will allow us to launch a whole new world of enhanced cars, collectibles, animations, and effects. New ship will get a lot more shiny cool starting today. Some notes: remember, all your races on the test track count the same way they would on a regular track. It's same game, same players, same season rewards, just a different track if you're playing on test.nitro.com. You might notice some issues if you have more than one Nitro tab open at once. Maybe your stats won't match between tabs temporarily. Simply logging out and back in will fix that issue. If you notice you have a different car on the test track, don't worry. The test site doesn't have all the same cars as the regular site, but your regular car will be there when you return to playing on the normal site. Have a great day. So now that is reviewed, what we are going to do is we are going to go into a race on the normal site, then we're going to switch over to the test site. However, that being said, really quickly, I'm going to switch up the lights right here. There we go, to match the Alfa Romero. Let's click race now. Let's talk about the track and all that good stuff. Alright, so the first thing that we can notice is that, the crowd and the flashiness of the crowd. The stands and the people aren't that great, but I do like the flashiness. Oh, not a great race at all. Probably one of my worst races of the day, but that's because I'm not warmed up. 91% accuracy, 75 words a minute. Oh, not great. However, that being said, we're going to quickly talk about the track. I'm just going to quickly put an image up here. Up here. Just talking about that. And so the first thing that you might want to notice is the fact that we can see the crowd. And obviously right now it's a still image, so we wouldn't be able to see the crowd moving, which it doesn't. However, the flashing lights is pretty cool. Usually, not much to say about the track. It's just your normal Nitro track. The real changes that we see, and obviously the only changes that we see, are on the test site. So that's where we're going to go to right now. I obviously think before we even get to the test site, that Nitro hit it out of the park. So let's go over that right now. I'm super excited to get into it, so let's go do that. Rock blue theme. So yeah, let's quickly go to the garage, switch up our car, and then review the new test site. I'm super excited about this. I'm kind of annoyed that the webcam lags every time I open up a new tab, but obviously you can't think everything's perfect, right? So anyways, that being said, let's quickly put on this McLaren and get into the racetrack. Alright, so in the first 10 seconds before I learn the race, I'm going to try to quickly cover everything. So firstly, we see the animated crowd, not as much flashing actually. We see the billboards, the speedway itself, and then now we see the countdown. Overall pretty cool, so let's do a better race hopefully. Actually a good race, but I choked it again with the bad accuracy. I really gotta work on that, get on some Type Racer. Anyways, however, let's quickly talk about all the stuff that we see just in general on the site. I'm going to be putting it as usual up here, so let's quickly talk about it. First one being that we see the crowd. The crowd is one of the biggest things. As Nitripe said, it's now 3D, it's much better, and they have a lot more to do with it. It looks better just in general. So then what we can also see is we see the obviously we see the speedway itself. It looks better, it looks bigger, as Nitripe also said, to kind of get better at or try to fit your screen. And then finally, a quick thing about the track is the countdown. Some people say it's over the top, but I just think in general it's a pretty good spot. So yeah, looking pretty nice. Otherwise, that being said, what I'm going to be talking about right now is kind of a quick compare and contrast against the two tracks. So let's go back to the garage and quickly talk about that. Alright, so I'm going to put some images up here, and then, I'm going to put some images up here and then down there. So really quickly, let's put up the big track up here, and then we'll put on the old track down there. So really quickly, just covering this. Firstly, we can talk about the crowd. Overall, it looks better in general. I think it looks really nice. It just looks better in general on the new track. It looks really 3D. You can actually see people's faces. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. Then talking about the speedway itself, there's not much else actually to say about this. On the actual track, I do like the starting line compared to the old one, but otherwise than that, it's pretty even, pretty average. So then let's talk about quickly the starting. It's much better, in my opinion, the countdown. However, one thing that's to be interested and to be considered is that it's only a 3-second countdown, obviously 3, 2, 1. Compared to the 5 or the starting, ready, go, which I believe is more so of a 4 or 5 second countdown. So just in general, it looks pretty nice. If I were to give both the tracks a really quick rating, just from 1 to 10, I'd give the old track compared to the new track probably a 5 out of 10, and then I'd give a new track 8.5 out of 10. It would probably be closer to 9 or 9.5 if it hadn't lagged a lot. Obviously, however, I'm not seeing that right now as much as I used to, so props to Nitripe for that. Overall, it's a really nice update just in general. I'm super glad that they did it. Thank you, Nitripe, for doing this. And as usual, everyone, have an amazing day. Be sure to subscribe or maybe share with a friend if you haven't already, so we can get to 1,000 subscribers. That's it for everyone. Thank you for watching, and peace